have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano.
For this showdown.
This place is like a coliseum. When it's packed out, the fans are there. You can hear their punches, you can smell the sweat.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss. He misses with that jab. He just misses with that jab. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You find the Swami, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. Look at him trying to fight his way out of this. He might just want to hold on, play some defense. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. How is this fight still continuing?
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Marciano's fighting to survive. He's never been knocked out. Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down. 1, 2, 3, 4. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably around how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He just misses with that big right hand. It's all offense all the time. Catch and shoot. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Good left counter that lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice punch.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes the night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
and Rocky. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
It was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you're sensitive of comeback.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. He threw the hook, didn't land. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Left hand there. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Perfect counter lands. There's the bell for round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'm just very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
Another scoring shot there. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Exchanges from both men in this round. He got out of the way of that right hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He's counter punching. Good counter right hand again. Neither man really defending themselves. And a counter left. People talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up.
Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. On to the 5th we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He parries away that left hook. That left counterpunch will score. struggles to score with that left hook. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Good counter punch. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. All right. Here we go in the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. A big left, but doesn't score with it. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want. Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Big swing and a miss. These men showing exceptional chins, by the way. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Punch, counter punch. Game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell for round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know you want to shake your leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Left counter scores. And this with that jab. Perfect counter shot. Left counter was perfectly timed. There's a counter shot. Neither man really defending themselves. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy. because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Then step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That counter shot lands. There's the bell to start round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on it. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
And they get out of the way of that left hand. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. No power in those punches. He blocks the hook. Lands with the right counter. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Blocks out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Great counter right hand there. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around? Nice job landing that left counter punch. They both want the knockout. Nice counter. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood card. That's what you've got to look at. If you fought and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
And he just missed with that left jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Marciano in trouble, do you believe this?
Oh, I heard that, never but I saw it.
And there's the bell to start round 10. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missed him with that uppercut. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He blocks the right uppercut. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Left punch. Smoking Joe may go. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath, got right. Brush it up, get on with the job.
There's the bell to start round 11. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Guys, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
That left hook missed. Nice counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter shot. There's no way Frazier survives this. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. That bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
He's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump on him. And every time you see him, take a big, deep breath. Banging your body leg.
On to the 12th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
And that hook misses. Back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. Total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.